Hello and welcome to StepByStepGuitarTuition.com. In this song workshop I'm going to teach you how to play Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chilli Peppers. A nice easy riff to start off with, just two notes. Let's take a look at the intro. For this riff you only need two notes, the 5th fret on the 5th string and the 7th fret on the 5th string also. And if you use your 1st finger and your 3rd finger, play fret 5 and then fret 7. And do that 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the end, if you put a little bit of vibrato on that last note. Okay, so let's repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Best to start off slowly with this riff and gradually build up the speed because it's quite a difficult riff to pull off. Let's have a look. I'm going to divide this verse riff into 4 sections and I'll show you the notes in order for the first section. If you start on the 7th fret on the 5th string, that's your first note, and then 7th fret on the 3rd string, then 9th fret on the 3rd string, then you go back to that first note at the 7th fret, you play it 3 times, and then 7 on the 3rd string, and then 9, and then you go back to that first note and play it 3 times again. So we'll go through that again, starting with the 7th fret on the 5th string. And again, 7th fret. For the second section of the riff, you replace the first note for the open D string. So instead of playing 7th fret on the A string, the 5th string, you play the open D string, then 7, 9 on the G, then the open string 3 times again, 7, 9, open string 3 times. So I'll play the first part and the second part. Second part, open D. For the third part you change the bass note again. This time you go from the open D, you use the 7th fret on the bottom E string as your bass note. Now you can either use your thumb to hold this down, or if you can't quite manage to get your thumb around, you can just use that first finger. I'm going to use my thumb, 7th fret on the bottom, then these 7 and 9 on the G again, 3 times on the bottom, 7, 9 on the G, and then 3 plucks. So we'll put those 3 parts together. Section 1, Section 2, three. Bring your thumb round. And then for the last part, section 4, you're going to play the 8th fret on the bottom string. That's your root note this time. You can use your thumb or you can use your second finger. I'm going to use my second finger. 8th fret on the bottom string. Then 7, 9 again. 8th fret on the bottom. 3 times. 7, 9. And then finish with that 8th fret on the bottom string 3 times again. So those 4 parts. second part, third, fourth part, and again, second part, so I'll show you that up to speed. It's also worthwhile mentioning that when he plays this on the record, he's actually using his fingers to mute out the other strings, so that if you accidentally catch one of the other strings, you're using your fingers to mute out the string either side of the one that you're playing, and that enables you to be to hit other strings other than the one that you're playing. Now when you move to this one, you'd mute out the D and the B string either side of it, so you can strike it without worrying about sounding the other notes. Same on the next note, you can hold down fret 9 but mute out the strings either side. So if you just, when you're playing this riff, it's probably a little bit difficult to start off with, so if you just concentrate on getting the right notes at first, and then when you feel that you've got those notes, you can start to mute out those strings. And then you don't have to worry too much about hitting the right strings. So just at first just play the individual notes, and then when you've got the hang of it, you can start muting out the strings.